Italian football legends arrive in Milan for funeral of AC Milan hero Franco Baresi, who passed away aged 66 last week. Milan was plunged into mourning as the city paid tribute to Italian football legend Franco Baresi at his funeral on Tuesday morning, after his death last week at the age of 66. The AC Milan captain was named their Player of the Century in 1999 after spending the entirety of his 20-year career at the San Siro, including 2 stints in Serie B in the 1980s. After he hung up his boots, the club retired the no-6 shirt worn by their eternal Capitano, with the fans that lined the streets surrounding the venue for the ceremony at Basilica di Sant'Ambrogio waving replica jerseys in tribute. Among those who attended the ceremony were some of Baresi's most famous teammates, including his defensive partner and mentee Paolo Maldini.
Tired of constantly refilling your pet's water bowl? This filtered fountain keeps water circulating and offers a generous capacity, giving cats and small dogs convenient access to flowing water. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/5 right now.
The Milan icon and newly minted technical president of the Italian Football Federation arrived wearing dark glasses, alongside fellow Ballon d'Or winner Marco van Basten, who was later to act as a pallbearer for Baresi's coffin. Roberto Baggio, Pietro Paolo Viettis, Mauro Tassati, Clarence Seedorf, Demetrio Albertini, Alessandro Costacurta and Dita also made the pilgrimage to remember their late teammate. Italy and AC Milan legend Paolo Maldini was among the mourners at Franco Baresi's funeral. The legendary No-6's coffin was greeted by fans outside of Basilica di Sant'Ambrogio in Milan. Also in attendance were Daniel Massaro, Roberto Donadoni, Filippo Galli, Angelo Colombo and Giovanni Galli, the Milan players who joined Van Basten in carrying Baresi's coffin into the church. Costacurta, Viettis, Massimo Ambrosini, Marco Simone and Alberico Avani then accompanied the coffin out. The current AC Milan cohort were represented by injured players Christian Pulisic and Santiago Gimenez, who are not on tour with the team currently undergoing pre-season in Australia. The players will don black armbands in Perth on Wednesday when they play Inter Milan Down Under. AC Milan chairman Paolo Scaroni and the club's owner Redbirds founder Jerry Cardinale were also in attendance, but booed on their arrival, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. When Baresi's coffin arrived, fans watching chanted, "There's only one captain, and you are forever Franco Baresi," before singing, "You'll Never Walk Alone." Baresi's former manager at Milan Fabio Capello was applauded as he arrived at the church, while ex-Milan players Dejan Savicevic and Daniel Massaro arrived bearing his white-signed captain's armband. A number of representatives from the Italian national team and other Serie A sides were also in attendance, including a cohort representing AC Milan's greatest rivals Inter Milan. His former teammate Clarence Seedorf was also in attendance in the northern Italian city. The great and the good from AC Milan's recent past, including goalkeeper Dita, left, and former manager Fabio Capello gathered to say goodbye to Baresi. Marco van Basten, left, was one of the pallbearers on a difficult day in the center of Milan, while Claudio Ranieri also paid tribute to Baresi. While the current AC Milan squad are currently on pre-season duty in Australia, injured players Christian Pulisic and Santiago Gimenez represented the team. The club's chairman Paolo Scaroni was also in attendance, but roundly booed by the fans. Baresi's 1994 World Cup teammate Roberto Baggio was another bold-faced name in Milan. Supporters from the San Siro's Curva Sud group made their presence known with flares. A number of Baresi's former Milan teammates were among those who carried his coffin. Songs were sung referring to Baresi as Milan's only captain, plus, "You'll Never Walk Alone." Baresi's No-6 jersey was retired at the end of his playing career, and there were a number of his jerseys among the mourners. His former rival in blue and black and great friend, Beppe Bergomi, read the first reading once the ceremony began. Bergomi had helped Baresi during his last public appearance, with the two legendary captains bringing the Olympic flame into the San Siro for the Winter Olympics opening ceremony in February. The defender, long considered one of the best of all time, served as captain for 14 years and helped Milan claim 6 Serie A titles and 3 European Cups among numerous other honors. Baresi had initially been rejected by Inter Milan's academy as a junior player, after being deemed too small and frail for the rigorous demands of 1970s football, with his eventual rivals instead taking on his elder brother Giuseppe. That twist of fate brought Baresi to Milan's academy, and he would go on to make his debut for the senior team at the age of 17, after being given his nickname Piscinin by the club's masseur at the time, Paolo Maldini, which means little one in Milanese dialect. Baresi stuck with AC Milan throughout the match-fixing Tottenero scandal, which saw the club relegated in 1980, and a second relegation in 1982, before going on to see Milan through their heavily decorated glory years under legendary managers Arrigo Sacchi and Fabio Capello. His role as the bedrock in Milan's all-Italian defense saw him written into the club's legend, and in 1989, named Ballon d'Or runner-up. Baresi also won the World Cup with Italy in 1982 as a squad member, later coming heartbreakingly close to claiming a second when the Azzurri reached the final in 1994 before defeat to Brazil on penalties. Baresi had previously undergone lung surgery in August 2025 to remove a pulmonary nodule, and later was treated with cancer prevention immunotherapy.